Folks, we apologize for the long delay between videos. That's what living life with, electronics and babies and mental health care and caregiver respite. But I'm here today and I'll show you what I've been working on as my little gnome here. I'm going to sandpaper him a little bit. I wasn't overly fussy because, I mean, it needed to be wrinkled and whatnot. I'm deciding on whether or not I should use my airbrush. And they are going on. I should say my gnome is going on here. Just like that. Don't know what that was. Something bleeped at me. Okay, so I've been working on this piece of wood here. It's 8 by 10-ish, I'm guessing by the looks of it. And this is polymer clay, Sculpey. This came out of the 8-pound box that I got. So this has all been cooked. All cooked. Now, the thing with this is polymer clay, when used in 3D form art like this, has a tendency to crack. And I'm not meaning just little cracks, I'm meaning like whole pieces fall off. I did do a couple of very large canvases, but I didn't use a whole ton of polymer clay until later on. When I did my first one, I realized that it just wasn't going to be a plan. It wasn't going to work. So my thought here is, first I'm going to take the eraser and take out just these big couple of black lines that show. Not a big deal. I am going to paint and mount my guy separately. That way the board behind him will also be done to match the rest. Again, like I said, there's some rough edges here that I can just take with, this is just an old emery board. I have a lovely Dremel, but this piece I actually worked on while I was while we were working on our portfolio. So yeah, this color palette that I have here, eraser first, please. If I could find one, it would be freaking fantastic. So we're just going to see if I can lighten these out a little bit, maybe. I know I'm going against the grain of the way the pencil lines would come out easier. But it's working out fine. So let's see. What can we talk about today? Let's drive some people insane, shall we? That's not a nice thing to say. Okay. You all know I've been very open with the fact that I've recently become an influence in my granddaughter's life. I have her with me when they need someone to take her for the day when they're working. We're trying really hard to keep her out of daycare. This is the mom. Her mom would really like that. So this is what we've been doing. We've been having the baby, and she is a handful. Now, this brings me to the massive media flare about labeling people one thing or t'other. I have my opinion. I know that if I speak my mind, somebody will find a reason to yell at me. It's just, the way it works, whether I be one way or whether I be the other. So, I'm very curious. To me, in my personal daily life, it doesn't affect me. But what does concern me is the huge amount. I really would like somebody to be able to tell me if it's unhappy men or unhappy women, or not unhappy. That's not right either. Feel that they got handed the wrong set when they lined up. I got my nose, great. Got my arms, good. And then it came down to, your bits and pieces. So assume that someone, Mother Nature made an error and, went one way when clearly both the person and the package, it was a screw up. So that happens. Like I said, I'm going to tick too many people off. So I'm going to drop this subject before I get into any trouble and go back to my painting. Now, what I'm thinking is I'm going to fill in this background piece here very faintly, I guess would be a good word. I'm going to use also a this one here is actually wet. That's how I want this one to work. And we're going to take a little bit of the dot of the red. That's actually burgundy. Some of these paints are very new and really cool. And a few of them I've had for so long that, well, sometimes you just gotta do things the hard way because, well, it's easier. There we go. All right. And then we want a little bit of, what's this one we're going to use today? Mars Black. But again, like I said, it's a touch. There's no massive amounts going in anywhere on anything. And then we need a brown. Deco Art Americana I like, but sorry, you can't see that there. That's better. Yeah, that's better. Okay, it's very thick, and that's not really what I want to work with, so I'm going to change my mind, and I'm going to just use this one brown here instead. Again, I'd really like a triangle bin set up somehow that would let me not display so much, but be able to grab my colors that I would like. I just go through the box. I probably use like the same 6 or 7 paints most of the time because they're on top. All right, I've thrown in some white and I'm just going back and forth in it. Like I said, I don't want to fill in. Okay, now that red tone. There we go. A lot of white. Okay, so this is going to be my base color going down on my back. So I'm just wiping in spaces. I'm going to put in a finish of sorts at the bottom, so that it's not just a plain dead cut off. So it will likely be a stone path to the gnome home. Haha, gnome home. I like it. Oh yeah. Again, don't want to go too heavy. So, I don't know. I don't think I like this as the backdrop to work on. This is not. I don't like it. Should I have done the paint? Yes. First, concerns are, you gotta bake it. I don't know what kind of fumes this stuff gives off. But I wouldn't assume, you know, healthy. So, no. Now, see, I've brought some red in there. That'll be behind Monsieur. And we're going to go through here. All right, now I've got spots that I got to slide through. So I'm just going to do this. I like a little more brown, I think. And a little more white. That'd be kind of cool. Yep. There we go. Okay. And mix. Okay. So we're gonna put this in. Okay, so now we're just gonna take this out. See, there's also character scratches and stuff. This is really just a piece of scrap wood that I picked up out in the garage and said, hey, is this a valid piece of stuff? I said, no, you can take that one if you want. So, like I said, I thought I'd try because in past cases I've used canvases. And canvas moves, jiggle when you move it. During our last move, several of my pieces were damaged and I was very upset. So I chucked them all in a corner and said, I'm done with that. Because it was frustrating. It's a bad thing when you make art that like really is not sellable. So this is purely out of desire to do. Testing out if I've, you know, really done a turkey job or if I can get it, all right, yeah. I'm white and I need the dark. I want to make some gray. The mushroom doors and the thingamabobbles. Oh, gotta take a sip. Okay. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna mix this here. You can't see that either. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. This one and this one, which is the Mars Black. I went to Mars myself to get it. And just plain old craft white. Yeah, just plain old craft white. Okay, so I'm doing the mushroom at the base. And so I've got my beats on because I can't stand silence. So if you notice I'm humming anything, it's because it's what I'm listening to. I'm trying to, you know, I don't want to get into trouble with using things that I should be using on, like, as a resale kind of product, because it's not mine. But I listen to it through my streaming service, so I have a bud in one ear. Shh, it's a secret. And my favorite music is classic rock. There's some 60s doo-wop stuff that's kind of cool that I like. I also I don't like country music, and it's not. It's just I'm sorry that the perpetual motion. Oh, that is my bird camera. I should have that, so I wonder if I can get that so that comes in on my screens, so I could pop it in and show you my birdie feeder. No, because I don't think that would work. I don't think I could. I don't know. I'll ask the technical department about that. Okay, so these I have, when I made them, when I rolled the pieces and put it together, I actually used the Sculpey. It's here so I can get this off in a good way. Sorry, what was it? Oh no, I've lost it. That happens. Completely forgot. Oh, that's bad. Any John Denver fans out there? Hey, buddy. Ooh. Oh, I thought that was the cat. It wasn't. Alright, so again, going with the gray on the edge, on the trim edge. Like this. Yes, the breakability, the fact that it busts. So this time I have an alternate plan. I've sculpted all of these on. That's where that's what I was looking for, was that I use liquid Sculpey. And I've got a few different bottles. This one is a silver, I think. I don't know. I don't have my funky Googles on, but I know I've got a silver, a white. I've got a little bit of pink. And then I have a white plain light, which was with all my chopping tools upstairs. Had been working on this on the 3rd floor. That's the house. So. You know you got a good guy when he lets you play with polymer clay in the He loves me. Oh. Control. Gracious. We should have gone with the airbrush instead. These, I don't know. I don't think I can open any of these basement windows to vent my, you know, the thing that, the paint booth? Yeah, that's the word. I would like to use the paint booth, but I think I should probably use that outside. This is just plain old acrylic. I know that being silly with it, you know, looking it in your eyes or something would be kind of daft, so we don't do that kind of thing. At the same time, there we go. Now I'm back. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. I know it's set not to, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I see, I'm not being overly particular about the paint job because, well, this has got a few layers to go on. And at the same time, I am going to try using a resin coat. But in a little different way than you're expecting, I think. I'm not gonna put sides up and pour resin in, like, no, that's not what I'm gonna be doing. you'll see when we get there, but if you choose to stick around, please do. Any of those thumbs, the buttons, the bells, any of that kind of stuff. I'm grateful if you smack on them. Two more to go. Now the ones on the flower and the ones in the tree, obviously I'm not painting gray. This is just for the mushroom. And then we're going to go, of course, back in and wipe again. Just any really extra gobby bits, because I'm a gobby painter. And it'll take forever to dry. There, that's pretty good, actually. Except for right there's a little slick. See, I didn't do as much texturing on this little edge here like I should. Okay, so what else can we talk shit about today? Again, it'll get me in trouble, but if I were to say, there is a sense of, what's the word I'm looking for? Damn it. It escapes me. Entitled. The entitlement that we're seeing. Like, I admit, I don't enjoy much going out anymore. I really don't. I haven't since the pandemic. So we stick pretty much to ourselves all the time. We kind of like it that way, so it's good. We have our neighbor's a bit of a fellow. He tends to do the weirdest and oddest and most annoying things. So there's a fence going up between us. Thank goodness. Just let me get that out there. The other day he decided that he was going to come do something nice. So he pulls his lawnmower out. He comes over and he makes two great big chomps in my grass. Like, right down to the dirt. So I went around the car and it was like, stop that. And he goes, well, my wife told me to do something nice. And it's like, well, this isn't not nice. Because, like, I mean, it's new sod. It really hasn't had a good length of time to growth attach yet. So it was kind of like, just don't. And the time before that, he took it upon himself to mow around my air conditioning unit and did exactly the same thing. I couldn't believe it. He actually mowed the grass to the dirt in a couple of spots. And it's like, okay, I'm not going to the neighborhood barbecues. I'm sorry. I just don't have the energy to expend on anyone else in my life. I have plenty of time and attention and love from my family. I like it like that. So, I mean, even when I know my son's at home playing a video game and it's, I gotta go into the office today, Mom. It's cute, so, Mom lets it go. And I get an extra baby day. So it's like, not really that bad a deal. All right, so that is coat 1 starting to go in there. All right, and I got distracted, which is just what I do. And I brought some of that gray in here and I didn't want to. Like that. Okay. So, journey. I'm just going to throw out a handful of these because they're starting to mount up now. Aw, look, there's my girl kitty. Hey, Sassy, my Sassy. Oh, she's such a cute. Come here, baby. Come see Mom. Oh, dearest. Oh, dearest. This is my Sassy cat. She's a very sweet girl. And she has racing stripes on her feet. You don't get to see them, I don't think. No, she keeps them hidden. She's such a good girl. There you go. Right back to where she was, and she's perfectly happy. All right, so now we got to do some green. So I'll grab a green out of my box of paints. What do I want? Not bright green, but I could put this in, maybe, with the brown and white. And I might give that a try. So, boop. There we go. Not enough green. Can you see? No, wrong spot again. Hey. All right. All right, and then again, same, taking off, blending in, taking off, blending in. Okay, now this is a crack. It's a seam. So what I'm going to do here is fill in some tall grass, but done as paint wisps versus, I don't know. Anyway, this will be behind the gnome. My crack will be covered. Oh, you keep my crack covered. What are you talking about? You're so silly. There. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to need more of the green, I think, because I do want it to be a little bit different than the grass, because that's dark. It's to the back of the levels. So I think what I'll do is I'll do this one in a much lighter, and let's see, I'm going to keep, of course, some of the brown. I'm not getting rid of all of that, but we are switching to this. So let's go, and of course, remember, we're going to be wiping some off as well. And Uptown Girl. Quick, Uptown Girl. Who sang that? Anybody got it? Anybody know? Oh, I gotta change the screen. My gracious. Let's go here. This one and see what's going on. Well, I have one watcher. And I bet you I know who it is. Yeah, see? A little green on the top of here, too, is going to meld in. Leave that outwards towards the plant. And some more. We'll put a little white in here, too, because I don't want it to be so dark. I mean, I know I can still, I'm going to pull colors out again with another tier. This has got to be the geekiest little paintbrush I've ever used. I'll say it now. I'm bad with acrylic paintbrushes, like really, really bad. I always only buy very inexpensive ones for projects. If I'm planning to do a actual canvas, a painting, I will invest in a combination of the two basic brushes that you really want to have if you're painting anything on a canvas, really, I think. So there we go. All right, we're coming down with the green now on the, see, so bad you can't see close up again on this one. Here, we'll go this way instead. This way, yeah. So I'm using up what I had made in that lighter one, and I'm going to use that for the flowers, the one single flower here. There we go. Look at that. Okay. Going downward, we're going to go a little bit darker. Like that. Don't you love it when it just comes out the way you want it to? And a little more green. Is it not? Ouch. My fingers. Hands hurt a little today. It's been rainy. And my combo is not working out today. So, okay, I'm liking this green color now better. I found it a little bit too olive branch colored. I know it probably doesn't really come through the screen properly either, does it? Ooh. Okay, I got another one. That's just shooting the shit. I watched. I'm stuck in a YouTube moment, so to speak, with watching shorts and videos and whatever. And I've noticed how many car chases there are in California. It's almost like all parties involved, except for the innocent standbys, like people standing on the corner and the woman coming home from work with her 3 kids in the back of the car. And there's a police chase and a pit and a flip and oh my God, and he takes out that mom and the 3 kids and it's like, okay, he murdered someone. I understand that, but high-speed pursuits, man, that's just like, no, we shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff. There's got to be an alternative. See, I always wanted to, what are they called? Take the electricity away from the car. Burst. You know what I mean from the movies. Like, there's got to be something that we can do about this because it's very scary. It's scary to watch, and you must be terrified when some asshat goes flying past you, and then you're a deer in the headlights because you've got 17 or 18 police cars following along with this guy, all at different speeds, all in different lanes, and you don't know which way to go, and you can't be blamed for that because, well, they're kind of all over the place. Closing intersections. I mean, they're like, I find it quite crazy, the amount of that goes on. Yeah, that's me. Okay, back to what we were doing. I just had to get that bitch off my chest that was annoying me. And there we go. Oh, I like that. It's nice. All right, and then a little bit of green underneath here too. Good stuff. All right. Okay, so I've got this bit left here, and I have this. Now, the flowers can be any color that's a flower color. I don't mind. I can do it pink. I can do it red. I can do it, orange, yellow, whatever we want. So I'm going to reach my hand in. We're going to pull up a paint, and we're going to see what color we're painting. We are painting it. Wait. Let me get my girl goggles. PJ, you love these things. They're freaking awesome, man. This is a magenta. This is Monte Mat, which I believe... see, it's the I Can Create company as well. So, all right, so we're going to just go plain old Genta on this bottom level. But we're not going to use that same green brush because everything's going to be that color. And it won't look very good. So I think what we'll do in this case is we will go with, where are all my finger rubbers? They would be with resin items. Okay. So that's obviously something I should keep on the middle of the table. And in the meantime, we'll use one of these little disposable brushes. It's going to take a minute, but I got nowhere to be. If you're watching, you got nowhere to be. All right, let's go. Oh, I look at that. I'm even in the right camera spot this time. How cool is that? Tina Turner. When Ike was still around. Proud Mary. Proud Mary, keep on burning. Yeah, I know, don't sing. It's not a career move for me. I was honest with our children when they were, I mean, especially when, what's the I've got talent show thing there started coming on. My little girl comes to me and she sings a song. And I looked at her and I said, I'm sorry, honey, I don't recognize the song. So it ended up being one of my favorite songs. And I could not, it's got no rhythm. Like, we got no rhythm. I admit it. Her, me, the rest of them, all of us, none of us, everybody. I tell you. We're just klutzy and don't sing. That's a talent none of us have. I think we could all agree on that. Everybody. Okay, back to the paint job. Spousing it up. Sorry, my darling's not with me today. He's got some other business to attend to. I do seem to have all the mics working, though, which is a much better situation because we had only one. And at the moment, they're actually lying on the table. They're not on me. I didn't know if you would be able to hear me or not. And I don't know, honestly. There's, I believe there's a... No. No, I don't know. I have no idea. Excuse me. Let's see. Yes, always on. I was always honest with the children, stating that I'm sorry, baby, but you just can't sing. And I kind of felt bad because as a parent, you encourage your child to do and try things. But this mother never wanted her children to embarrass themselves because they really cannot sing. I cannot sing. They cannot sing. My husband cannot sing. None of us can. So I don't want them to be embarrassed or to have anyone laugh at them because they've made a fine, great attempt, but just can't sing. Just seems cruel somehow. So I've been honest. But boy, oh boy, did my guys excel at soccer. We were the A team, this family. Everybody played. Like, do it again. There. And I think I'm happy with that. I'm just going to, again, mop a little bit. Ooh, look at the green finger. Hulking out. Ooh, pretty pattern. twice. All right. Clean up our hands. Clean, clean, clean. Oh, my kitty girl's still curled up in the chair. She likes being with her mamas. It's funny, there's two of them. We got them at the same time. They both came from the same shelter. They're barn cats. They were fixed when we got them, but they were very young. Like this, they were early separation. They were an early grab from their mothers. And the little one seemed quite sick, like she might not, make it. But we got her through it, and she's just gorge. She's tiny boned, though. She's very fragile. We don't, she's not a cat that you wrap around your neck. We had a Siamese you could do that with, put them around your neck. That was fun. Garbage. Did she hit it? She did, yeah. All right, so, that cracked too. And then when we put the Nombi guy in, he goes right up against that piece there. It fits his bottom in, and he goes there like that. Now, I have a few gnomes that I've made. This is kind of a particular favorite because I like his hat. These, whoop, out of focus again. There we go, it's better. These are made of that air foam kind of poly clay. I don't know what exactly. It's air dry, I know that much. Oh, this one might have dried to my table, I think. Anyway, all right. Okay, now I just need to I got a chill, so I'm gonna just clip my sweater closed. All right. Still a little too much there. And it comes around. There. That's better. Alrighty. Oh, so I don't think the program is a bust without the third camera for the moment, I hope. I just don't know. 11 more pages. What's this one? Okay, this one here. Yeah, see, I just don't understand where to go for some things, I think. But anyway, I'll figure it out as I go along. It'd be awesome if I could get a few followers just to say hey to. So yeah. What time is it? 1:21. That's makes me, how long have I been yabbling? Time counter? Okay. I'm not sure about that, but I do know that it is lunchtime for my darlings, so I'm going to leave it here. I'll come back and work on this a little more. I don't know if I'll be with you or without. That's it for now. So click all those thingies that you're supposed to that I don't even remember what they're called because that's just my mind 420 too many times. Thanks for watching, and have a great rest of the day.